Let me know when you need a distraction.
Help me end this fight on my feet.
Look at him. Knew you had my back.
Anyone else hear about it? It's a parole.
The insides are leaking outside. Ready to take it. They did me in. Help me out.
That Bonatron was effective. Now we just need the specimen. Mind the pincers. They can be a little feisty even after death. Nice work. Mind bringing it over here so I can take a gander? We pulled a good harvest. Doc Tinsley's going to be pleased. But if we could hunt for the other beast before bringing this specimen back to her, I'd be much obliged. Anyhow, was there something you needed, Commander? How personal are we talking? I would have continued serving my Look, I knew dismissal was a possibility when I volunteered for the procedure. A successful graft is a boon, a failed one is a colossal liability. I'm a walking lesson. If nothing else, they'll have Ortiz to keep up morale. I know the nonstop jokes from that bastard sustained me for weeks. Yeah, of course I did. Anyhow, right. Then You didn't see me when I first got out of surgery and came to Paradise, but suppose if her treatment doesn't sure. Fine by me. Auntie's choice in the got something that needs doing, Commander? What I wouldn't give for got something that needs doing. How personal are we talking? See, our onboarders can't complain if where we're needed is in a trench staring down. All right. I don't know if I would better than I'd It was a rough few nights at first, knowing I couldn't help. In any case. Auntie's choice and... Got something that needs doing, Commander? What I wouldn't give... Got something that needs doing?
Take a look at those corpses they've got strung up. Wait. Some aren't dead yet.
This is Protectorate territory, all right. Ain't looking to instigate anything, Commander. But if these bastards make any threat on my person, no promises.
We're closed. Did you not hear me? This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan. Why are you asking? Who are you?
The people she tried to kill.
By the architect. I had no idea. I wish I could say it was unbelievable. I was afraid she was becoming a danger to herself and to others. But this is horrifying.
Yeah, imagine how we feel. Why don't you tell us where she is so we can make sure she ain't being a danger to herself or others?
The anguish she always seemed to battle with, I fear it may have finally overwhelmed her. And could likely be what's driven her to her... I wish I knew. It's nothing good, I can tell you that. I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. I'm afraid she's going to do something terrible, but I just don't know what. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor. How did... Victor's and that's when things she kept getting angrier with the Order, among other things, but would have talked to a Crabble about it if she was so agitated. After we became friends, she began to change. Still bothered her for some reason, which she even continued to sign her. What do you mean?
She ain't the only one. Know a little something about...
I did try to, after the corporatists invaded Paradise Island and took over Fairfield. They seemed to let anyone in there. Some boisterous fellow. No. Nearest I could surmise, she'd left just prior.
That sounds like it could be her agent identity.
She said it had some meaning from her previous life. No. But it had to be some... I know I've no right to ask this of you, but... when you find her, please, remind her of who she... That's all I...
This stretch runs between fair. Can't you see him on the clock here?
Always been curious about the kind of chill that produce an army. Can't imagine it's pleasant. You hear that? Sounds like a dragoon chopping. Chopping about. I don't fancy making its acquaintance.
Careful of friendly fire if you head down past the
You look have a profitable day.
Word is Milver Street is ordering a watch on the Protectorate survivors in Westport. Once any change is reported. I hate that kind of work. It always sounds like so much effort. That kind of thing ain't even on my... Ain't even on my contract. Milver Street is offering bits rewards for anything of import we can tell him. But I do love bits. Come on, friend. Let's go set our lamps on something juicy for Milver Street.
Stop it.
The research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. Non-kill crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must! My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure. Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill crazed...
Do I look approachable? Because I'm not.
If you're wondering why there's so many engineers sitting here on their rears, it's because the dang Crobbles ran us out of the desalinator. Now we're stuck. Hope you ain't jesting with us, friend. Yes?
Peddle your wares elsewhere.
Passerby who can hear this? Yes, you.
Scout report. Mind your own business. Let's not waste each other's time.
Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure. Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure.
Must be at least a few useful parts in here. Ah, it's warped. Looks like everything else.
Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates
Hello there.
have become homicidal.
You wouldn't happen to have found any usable parts in all this debris? Westport's stockpiles of replacement parts are nearly depleted. I need to find some parts to... Fortunately, there's not... Let's just say, to fill Westport's needs. If you follow the road heading north, you can't miss it. Used to be a sight to behold, but the war... True enough. But I digress. Unless I missed my guess, this looks like it was transporting damaged and malfunctioning automechs from the Vox station to the automech... The center is... Say, you don't work for Antes, do you? This is beginning to feel more than a little like you're digging for intelligence. Fair enough. As I was saying, the automech... Yes and no. The bomb certainly took a fierce toll, but I suspect these were all in various states of disrepair even before Antes' offensive, which has made sorting out where to begin my efforts here rather difficult. Neither nor the troopers who should have been escorting this, or their bodies. These were stalwart defenders of the Protectorate we're talking about here, not the spineless stumblewits that comprise the... No. Some other unfortunate... Yes, and which... Nor the troop... But the guard at Westport has always made a point of culling them with automechs. That is more than likely a safe wager. Yes, and which... Nor the trooper... But the guard at West... Well, yes, the one in the same... Ah. I see your point there. Like what?
Hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions.
There must be at least a few usable parts in here.
Formulate a
Ah, it's
cure.
warped. Just like everything else.
Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though...
And I'll take care of it, Commander.
The state of the various automechs.
Are you recording the drive? Cadet, I do not believe this is what the Sergeant intended by documenting the process. Here, allow me to handle it. Now where's the off switch? Boyd, we're being bombed! Disembark! Lose formation to the beach, double time! We can take shelter in the rocks! Praise the Sovereign. We made it. Halt! Everyone quiet. What's that clacking noise? Oh, shit! Crabbles! Form defensive perimeter type 14A! Ah!
There must be at least a few usable parts in here.
Who goes there? By orders of Marshal Donaldson, no one comes or goes to the Automech Repair Center without approval. What's your business here?
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking Protectorate official is worth 10...
All right, let's not lose our heads. Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals personally. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for Zeranium gas. We sprung a leak. One more thing. Don't cause any trouble around these... You're free to pass, stranger.
All that matters is getting these Automechs to the Vox relay station.
But Marshal, you must adhere to decontamination procedures.
What in the name of the... Oh, right. My guards told me to expect a new arrival.
Marshal, you're acting as though I'm not standing here, auguring the impending doom of...
Woodrow, normally I would be obliged, nay, happy, to receive your senseless jawing. But not today. I hope you've come to help, because a crisis is... You see, Woodrow, why at this...
That's...
Like you, me and my consternated head technician are new arrivals. though we may not last long if we fail to repair. I wouldn't have put it in those. The Vox relay station needs our automechs. But until that leak is fixed, this facility is a target for the sport of Anti's armaments. Delphinia Bryant is working on a prototype Zeranium shield. Whoever uses it will be less disposable and more useful to the Protectorate. That's the spirit.
Marsh, should they go berserk, we may well be turning the very subject you intend to resupply.
Then perhaps you had better explain to Brigadier Montelli.
Montelli?
There's a good fellow.
I'm glad that whether Zeranium is hardly my people are fighting. What further damage soon occurred. True, the facility. When disorder looms, loyal. No matter. Now their burden.
But I wouldn't. Got something that needs doing, Commander?
Oh, unfamiliar clientele. I was just lamenting. Name's Hazel. I'm sort of the acting quartermaster around these parts. You need any supplies? Talk to my friend the court. Passed during the attack. Got his face melted clean off by this. Excuse the mess, by the way. The old wardens paid the price. Where their courage faltered, a little mental refreshment should do just the trick. This it? Now what'll it be? Aw, I really need someone else to test this thing. Tell you what, if you give it a go, Howdy there.
Ambient Zeranium level. State your all where.
Sorry, it tends to take things too.
Lull detected. Conversational status uncomfortable.
Does that one compute?
Affirmative. Initiating.
All right, I admit it. The quartermaster, well, he's under construction. Come to me for glad to oblige. See you soon, I hope.
Might be wise to give that large gas cloud a wide berth. Don't think there's anything to gain by getting near it.
Outsider?
Give me a sec. Almost done with this work list. Another sealant failure, amplifier requisition, the Marshal. If even a single automech steps out of line, it will be the end of me. Zeranium corrupted automechs open fire on Protectorate soldiers, and I end up in the darkest bowels of mental refreshment. No, the Marshal is a good man. She'll only be able to sell you. Yes? You want to see the quartermaster. She's right next to the... She'll only be able to sell you our surplus, but you might...
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
What brings you to this fine establishment?
Caught a piece of shrapnel during the attack. What about you?
Zeranium boys.
Outsider?
Stay true, outsider.
Yes. Let's have a look at another humdrum workaday. Oh, what would you like to know? However, Zeranium in its default set in this gaseous state, the concentration of the gas is a critical factor. A person could... Anyhow, I could talk about total avoidance is best. But come to think of it, there may be some... Our visiting scientist next door is working on a device that she don't have much to...
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Zeranium exposure rate appears to be unaffected. Test model displayed standard overload-induced paralysis, then became atypically aggressive. Forced to terminate test model in self-defense.
Oh yes, I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for stoking the spark of invention? Regular disruptions to one... Now, what is it you want? Ah, our good marshals. Assist me, and you'll get more than bits out of the... Now tell me, are you familiar with the Zeranium gas? One and the same. That building took the... I could speak at length about So what am I endeavoring to create? A protective... Quite splendidly, if I do say so myself. Alas, while I'm occupied with bits. Is that what this is about? Assist me in bringing... I imagine a protective field that screens all manner of environmental hazards, not to mention bullets, blades, But if you're unmoved or apathetic for some witless, unsensical reason, suppose I shouldn't expect every average waif... Now here, you'll need this apparatus. It's for collecting stray Zeranium effluvium. Gas, that is. Merely activate the device once it's inside a Zeranium cloud. Try to avoid any fields of dense Zeranium, or death is all but assured. Normally, yes, but on the off chance that environmental exposure has... Ideally, there is... Well, of course, if you suffer... I believe... Oh.
Outsider. First the attack, then the defeat. Uranium? At this rate, we're never getting caught up.
If you'd indulge me, I have a few questions I'd like to ask. For medical First question, can you describe the conditions in which you were exposed to the Zeranium? It's a wonder you're still upright. All right, for instance, do your bones seem noticeably soft? All classics as a... There, that should do it. Do stop that.
Commander? I think the stuff is eating my lungs from the inside.
Ah, you're back. Certainly, there is a nominal cost for treatment to cover essentials. All right, then.
My little min... What did I tell you? Perfectly safe. Either that or you tolerate Zeranium poisoning like a champ. Good for you. Should you suffer from any lingering symptoms of contamination, visit the medical center and Now, on to business. The device already generates a field. What's needed now is something to help capital deduction. Where have you been all my career? You'll be pleased to learn there's one right here at the facility, in the Dragoon that's patrolling just outside. You guessed correctly. Our chief mechanist was rather hostile to the idea. So you may have trouble getting your hands on the catalytic amplifier. Dragoons, you must have seen the large... I'm sure he's just being caught. No doubt he also... Good. Failing? One last thing. The Dragoon must not be harmed. Not only... Well, off you go.
If you need something, kindly make it quick. Please understand, the original staff of this facility were rounded up and refreshed. Why should I follow their example by reducing our sole working Dragoon to a pile of unpatriotic scrap? That's a fair point. All right, how's about we get the Dragoon? One catalytic, not a chance. BC.
Well, oh, superb. I'm almost tempted with this. Now, report to Marshal Donaldson, if you please. He's rather... Oh, of course. I'm almost ashamed to admit it, but I didn't think you'd last long enough.
What can I do for you this time? I knew Dr. Bryant would come through for us, that she'd prove her worth as surely as any subject, seeing as you're the only one trained in the use of that. Make your way inside the repair hangar and be careful with that terminal. Don't worry about Woodrow. Smart fellow, but yes, there is some risk that explode. That shouldn't stop us from delivering them on time. But that isn't our problem to solve. I hope you brought me good news.
Ah, you're back. Certainly. All right. Don't have my...
I can see the door. Ain't a way to reach it from here. Guess we'll have to take the long way round.
First the attack, then there's a
Outsider?
At this rate, we're never getting caught up.
What can I do for you this time? At last, the tide is shifting. Today, we fix our automatic... You've done us a great service, stranger, and I would see your efforts rewarded. We confiscated them from the corpses of the scouts who attempted to infiltrate. Perhaps you're right. Now I can show our chief mechanist that he was wrong, and a little
Must be at least a few uses here. Looks like everything else.
What do you mean you're leaving? Ship's over. I have a life outside this place, you know. A life? Outside our lab? No. No. Audacious advances requires commitment. Absolute commitment! Commencing termination.
These Antes soldiers seem twitchy to you? Might want to sneak our way in.
Your position is hereby deemed redundant.
Depletion of resources and we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Or stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate it all and thank the Sovereign.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the subject to the most exalted vigilance, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Huh. Well, at least it's not shooting the water anymore.
The matriarch chose
Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? Not so sure. If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall, stately building back yonder is his domicile.
Hogarth? Milver Street reckons he's the key to converting this town.
Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate. Word to the wise, despite what you might hear, we still consider ourselves part of the Protectorate. Anyone spots an outsider engaging in misdeed. Don't suppose you checked in with Vigilant Hogarth. Again, hate to seem discourteous.
Robust ecosystem, like those nettlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Auntie's choice. Though don't fret, the system is resilient.
Have time for a check? This is a delicate situation. You reckon we help folk here get back on their feet? Or do what the minister asked? Well, if we help Westport, the Vigilant has promised to get us into the box. Folk here could rebuild their community. If we convince these folk to join up with Auntie's choice, they can start new lives away from the Protector. Plus, the minister's deal was clear. Do this, and he'll tell you how to gain entrance to the box. So you'd still get what you're after. The whereabouts of DeVries, right? Come on, Commander. Westport's damn near underwater, and the Protectorate are claiming everyone, barring some mass change of heart. The Vigilant seems a decent enough sort, but he's just one man. You want to give these folk a real shot at living? Send them to Fairfield.
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative indoctrinatory falsity. Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly... Depletion of resources.
Prudence dictates that we watch our neighbors, but I may just invite him over to make it easier.
The firm benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords.
Did you hear? They're letting anyone who wants to train at the Arbiter's facility.
But the paradigm says we're to spend our lives in our predetermined profession.
I was sad. That's why it's so generous. House got some from the flooding. Then the wireless told me everything was fine. I feel much, much better.
Well, it's infected. Redstone arrives soon, we'll have to start cutting.
And fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex...
You locked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts, burn. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can... Don't suppose you have any medical supplies to spare, do you? That you might kindly consider donating? You scared? Hello again. Here to help? Or just being friendly? Hard. Before... Must say, you haven't heard. Took a while for our water purifier to catch up. All right.
Robust ecosystem, like those nettlesome raptors. Or the base individualists within Auntie's choice. So don't fret.
Trust the plan, preserve set progress, sustain the system, serve the sovereign.
A fine quote. My favorite is, we must rout all disruptive factors and invasive elements.
Keep informing on your neighbors. Same as ever. But prudence dictates we give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to offset any minor
Greetings,
disruption.
however, initiate.
The matriarch and sovereign chose Eden, the perfect... appeared right out of the aether. Just as I imagine our proud sentinels do. Like, here I am. Caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the cosmos. That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful and true. Charlton Weintraut. Oh, it's that, homespun metaphor. Say, it is widely known that a sentinel is required to stand revealed of... Why? A plot point about that feat...
Of course you believe everything on the Aether Wave. I guess it would be stranger if you didn't swallow the propaganda.
Say now, no need to... Others in Westport fail to perceive my true nature. I am hardly one of... A reference you'll no doubt recognize from those keen Auntie's Choice commercials. Ha! I am not familiar, though that does sound like... You likely guessed their influence right off, what with my assertive... You and I are just like him. Get up and go-getters. Say, did Auntie's Choice send you here? Don't fret, I am exceedingly skilled at keeping secrets. You... Now, do tell, what is the latest word from the field? Really? What was he like? Bold? Assertive? An audacious proposal. Yet this place, despite its why, just a... But no. Well, hate to dash everyone's hopes. Suppose I am... Of course. Hey there, go-getter.
Well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate it all and thank the sovereign. She recognized it as the perfect ecosystem.
This unit's current work task takes priority over conversation. Farewell.
The matriarch working with and through the sovereign. Paradigm, a meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem.
How empty are the lives of anti-subjects that they need to rely on consumerism to find meaning.
Individualists within...
Almost missed the routine certitude of my assigned profession.
...is resilient. The system abides. But now... we must all do our part to maintain it.
Let's try to fight!
Ready to waste it. On your command.
Let me handle.
sit or sprint? Typical predicament for an anti-bottom runger like me. Wish I never snuck in here to begin with. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Nah, it was a great idea. So much stuff for the taking around here. Motherload of loot. Plenty to get me back in the Sprag race. Just didn't account for all these Krabbles. Real fly in the old ointment. I could just sit tight, live lean off all these supplies, hope the Krabbles skedaddle. Or maybe open the door and bolt. Seems like a good idea. Nah, it's a great idea.
This looks like the place. No, I haven't felt this high-strung since Horizon Point. Just makes here.
Niles.
Howdy, Zeb. You look... well.
Do you always put your hands on other people's things? Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
Zeb, this is the commander I told you.
So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine. That would depend on what vision you have for Arcadia's future. Everyone seems to...
Look, I'm not just here to gas you up with empty apologies.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental refreshment? Where were you when I actually needed you?
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you a hand with. I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world, to the Consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting...
Found her! You there! Step away from that terminal!
Audra! Fuck! It's all coming apart.
I knew something was wrong.
That was one of my operatives. I organized the mission to infiltrate. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board. Please. It has to do with the location of a vault.
I am.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the...
Not to worry.
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets.
Good thing we know a doctor then.
I'll answer what I can. If you must, the woman... Then I met Niles. Stop there. The Crabbles? I do believe that one day, if there's anything I can do to support your endeavor, I will.
You're missing the part where you get blown halfway to...
I'd like to help, but I fear I lack the supplies at the moment to ply my craft.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matrix
Look who's back.
designed it, and Stalin embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources.
stranger. Hello again. Here to help? Or just being friend? All right.
Word on the wireless is that Auntie's choice is years behind us sociologically. So they've started the war to grab any part of the paradigm that they can.
To deliberate is to court ruin.
Of course, it's part of the Sovereign's plan. He floods our houses, which creates more habitat for fish, which offers us more to eat, which gives us the strength to build new houses. But then, how do I cook the fish? Yeah.
Sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem.
Nice weather we have been having, or not having.
It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport, once a shining testament to Protectorate excellence. Now a picturesque example, but where are my manners? We do not have much, but please, let me offer you some victory. Serving Unit 1.
Confirm it.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved. What?
Comestibles, sir.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the vigilant, it is even. We are not miracle workers, however. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about what sort of payment do you seek? Don't imagine we have much you need. Enough to lead and inspire those who work there. Once at least. A difficult place to saunter into. Stations off. In exchange for the automech parts, never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. That is most excellent. Please, hand them over. Yes, we had what you outsiders call a deal. I promised you a means. There is wreckage from a crashed ship traversing most of the expanse. With the right equipment, the path will lead you directly to the Vox. Tell me, do you already have Protectorate jump boots in your possession? That's what I knew them as. The official title, correct. I'll prepare a writ of conscription to allow you entry to the Vox Relay. While most would refuse my author, Sentry second-class layman. Show the writ as proof I have. Once you're inside, there's someone else you should show it to. You do that and say what I tell you. It'd save many lives. I can't offer you anything for it, but you've proven your... Hopefully, you'll return afterward and find Westport thriving. All on account of your efforts. That is the only reward The Vox Relay is, to my mind, a time bomb. Brigadier Montelli's lost his way. Now all manner of chaos is raging. Madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act as judge, jury, and why, isn't it obvious? As vigilant, I was his commander, and without my guidance, he was. Executions done in the service of order are an unfortunate necessity. Done at the whim of an individual, well, that's just one more. A truce, Marsh, and this is. We cannot allow any of that to happen. You already know the man. If Corbin becomes the highest-ranking officer alive, the Protectorate execute connivers and Good. I may not survive to see what a... Farewell now. Promise you'll return here if you can. To check in on my... Nobody needs go anywhere. Not when we can still save Westport. It'd have to be catastrophically obvious this place was doomed, and incontrovertibly beyond my means to save it, before I'd even... When I look out, I have the aid of key pillars of our community. Several persons of note and good care. Our automechs are still running, mostly. We have a generator to pack, but I know you've got more. Farewell now. You have your orders. The Vox Relay... You have your orders. The Vox Relay...
And through the Sovereign, divide... paradigm, a meticulously designed marvel where if each of us does produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know
You've returned. Hello again. Here to help? Or just be... Oh, we've all heard about Auntie's Choice grafting labs. Only cost you an arm and a leg. Not so. Each of us has a vital part to play. If we remain resolute, we'll have harmony and luxury. And that, the blame... Now, I'm afraid I... Oh, no thank you. Not looking for anything that, from what I've heard about Auntie's medicaments, might...
My extra parts aren't side effects. That's your implication. And anyhow, I should think some minor side effects would be preferable to dying.
Honestly? This is a good start, but I fear it won't last long. Wouldn't happen to know a reliable means to procure more, would you? Oh. They'd just take us all in? Provide us with all the food and medicine and housing we'd ask for, would they? Doesn't align with how... This is dangerous talk, friend. We've already been branded traitors. The abandoned section of Westport ought to have some supplies. Should be enough medicaments down there to help our injured survive the trip to Fairfield. It's perilous, though. Well now, I reckon the one last additional thing we'll need is for Vigilant Hogarth to... I'll surely have my hands full. See you. Stranger?
A perfect life of
Hey
contentment
there, go.
and plenty.
So nice to see you again. But what would I can scarcely imagine it. Abandoning my community. Righto!
Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need.
Salutations! This is DB Milva Street Affairs.
That doesn't sound like a sanctioned communique.
Free announcers for all Protectorate subjects within and without earshot. What do I provide? Information.
That didn't sound like prudence at all.
We don't pre-select your assignment at birth. It's true.
Got something on my mind. Did you hear that Milver Street fellow said in Fair... Could that truly be true? Or is it a base falsity foisted by... You don't say. Huh. That's... If it weren't for Vigilant... Yeah.
At the slightest whim, unfettered personal freedom pervades every aspect of life. Choice. Choice is in the name for a reason, my good subjects. Without further ado, I hereby extend my personal invitation to you all. Join us at Fairfield and symbolize.
That vacuous cacophony sets my teeth. You have your orders. The Vox relay awaits. Do remember what utter. Do tend to differ. Last I checked, our infrastructure is still plugging away. But it's not everyone, is it? I'm sure it's not. The majority of my subjects are steadfastly loyal. Resolute. Right as rain. Oh. The joke is on you, really. And them, I suppose. Don't you see? We're all traitors. My former subjects are free to live and... Should I? Haven't I failed them enough for one lifetime? No. I will stay here and loyally await the... Adherents are expected to hold firm to the end. Such is the degree of our devotion. Oh, come now. I am a vigilant of the Protectorate. You're right. I can't withstand this inane onslaught much longer alone. Unsure how I'll endure such an empty existence. All right, then.
You're their slave. They say you're
Hello. Come here often. Goodbye. This unit enjoys our banter.
Attention, everyone. Attention. I, Vigilant Ogden Hogarth, hereby do order all subjects under my command to abandon the settlement of West at the earliest. You are to depart for the town of Fairfield, safely and together. Once there, you are to appeal to local authorities for citizenship with Auntie's choice. Thereupon, you are thus forevermore relieved of your duties as a protector of the Protectorate. This is a direct order from your vigilant, and is not to be questioned, and cannot be countermanded. Now see to your preparations. I will join you shortly. Need a moment to let this all settle in. I will be on my way by and by. Need a moment to let this all settle in. Settle in. I will be on my way by and by.
This is all going perfectly according to the paradigm,
I don't
guess.
get assigned to a grafting lab in
wait for it to be
Fairfield.
going more
Don't want to have to
perfectly.
transplant a Raptidon head onto some poor so-and-so's body.
Be on my way in 2 shakes of a Raptidon's tail. Promise.
Think they're gonna open us with...
Purple Berry Crunch. Accept no imitations. The K lets you know it's authentic.
I've been bartering with the defectors. Traded one force in for a whole tin of prestige force flow. Straight up.
I'm mulling over the best protectorate defector. You know, I'm not
You've lifted my spirits right out of their doldrums. Our new guests have just arrived. Here, a considerable reward. Had anyone asked, I would have bet a year's pay against your capturing the hearts and minds of the denizens of Westport. I've two minds about the convertees. Anyone with eyes can see they need guidance, but a pernicious system is not easily abandoned. Have you any thoughts? Trust will take time to build. Time and you've given me a great deal. I cannot overstate what a capital compatriot you've been, my friend. Now be off. I've many refugees to see to. I believe Vigilant Hogarth mentioned he presented you with a writ of conscription that should ease your entrance. Now, should you ever find yourself visiting the... What? But you... Oh...
You there. Keep your hands where I can see them. Halt! What's an Auntie's choice monstrous?
Good, because I ain't bringing it. Though if you're that desperate to test my patience...
Patience? As if you infiltrators possess as much. Feverishly raising our lands wherever you go.
They never listen to some...
Some folk are dead set on going their way. Even if it's straight out an airlock.
I will not suffer an outsider to trespass and trample further through our lands. Turn back from this bridge now, lest my ever-depleting prudence be spent. There is nothing beyond this chasm now.
Protest as you like, but Protectorate's got no authority over us.
You outsiders come here and spit in the face of the Sovereign. Out of the question. If you are not a loyal... He's been... fervent. Of late. Looking for any protectorate, any associations with wrongdoers results in swift execution. That has, unfortunately, put many folk in his sights. Myself included. Ha! You actually believe you can contend with him. And you also have no business at the relay, as far as I can surmise. You dare to... I may have need of your help, stranger. I know of 2 traitors who yet remain on this island. Bring them to me. In return, I shall...
This is exactly the manner of depravity we mean to free these folk from. I know we gotta cross the bridge, but there must be an alternative. One that don't involve an execution.
Trial?
So much for the Protector itself.
Do not mock us. There's a wide gulf between justice... No, I am seeking to... Now... Will you accept my offer, or will you finally get out of my sight? I commend you for your eager interest. I think 2 traitors in particular. I once had utmost respect for, but reportedly she's not only failed to die, but is also teaching the enemy soldiers how to use the equipment. Conspiring... What? How do you know this? A fascinating notion. That... is heartening. But intent alone shall not suffice. The second traitor I seek is Charlton Weintrot of Westport. He is, unfortunately, he too failed to die defending his home during the invasion. But Charlton, well, I must deal with him personally. Anyone who allowed the enemy to... Now go on, but beware if you step out of... I see you have not brought my cousin to heal. Have you at least seen about Ida? Do her...
Eyes up.
You're really something else, stranger.
Not gonna lie, my thoughts are plagued by the notion of perishing atop that picker. Though I can't reconcile if I'd have starved, parched, or followed poor Jackson to the ground. Well, you've... Honestly, thanks again for getting us up. Thanks again for getting us off that literal ledge. Though with our gratitude meaningfully expressed through the requisite bits, I'm not...
Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away.
You know, I can't recall seeing any of these protectorate types ever run a skate on each other.
Weird, ain't it? Those new protectorate folk here from Westport, I really respect them. They've been for a while.
Hey there, go-getter. Oh, hello. Pardon if I'm a bit distracted. I am well into that case of purpleberry crunch you bestowed to me. Did you know Auntie's Choice have other products? Oh, indeed. I no longer feel the oppressive societal weight to eat healthily bearing. If I am not the person for it, I would be most surprised. I normally might, but my cousin, the warden there, freely enjoys stringing up Auntie's Choice sympathizers, and Marilyn would grant no reprieve to family. That seems neither prudent nor wise. I value my neck and do... Why, you're right. I am no member of the herd. I think for... Well, all right then. Glad this world has folks like...
You've brought me my poor, hapless cousin.
I don't believe there is any circumstance, cousin, in which you would celebrate our meeting. Whatever you intend to do, I can only hope you do it quickly.
Matriarch have mercy. So he has not only turned traitor, but he has also fallen prey. Look at you. Your lips are
Say what you might, cousin, but that sugary snack goodness...
If only you had not strayed so far from home. Now then, have you brought back... Let me see that. Unfortunately, there are reports of the Harvester having been repaired in the wake of her sabotage. Should Montelli deign to interrogate me for my associations... now that it... Since you have already delivered me Charlton, our... Cadra, lower the bridge. Remember, there will be no negotiations, no
Commander.
Ain't
no use lingering. Let's get across.
They've noticed my absence in town yet? No. Surely they've noted a downtick in subject zeal. Oh. Oh. Oh.
You didn't so much as flinch. Was passage across the canyon truly worth the price? But you didn't explore any other...
The Protectorate care nothing for the lives of others. You know, this is exactly the kind of shit This war zone is not your playground. What peace? You best think on this, Commander. When you stand, but these folk will crush the life out of you too, if you let them. All right, I'll try to believe you.
Auntie's choice and... Got something that needs doing, Commander? How personal are we talking?
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Outsider.
I want for nothing